Once again, if you've been checking out the record since it was released on Friday and you've got any thoughts, 0439 757 555. It's a lengthy record, 17 new songs from Khalid on his second album, Free Spirit, and that was the title track. I mentioned before that Sarah Aarons, the Australian, co-wrote that track. She's actually a co-writer on 3 other tracks off the record as well, which is impressive stuff. Another record which came out on Friday, which I'll play a song from in just a moment, is from the local band I Know Leopard. So we'll get to that in a moment. And also, we're going to cross to Los Angeles in just a moment and speak to this artist. Yeah, it is Alice in Wonderland. Well, hear this in full. This is the brand new single which she gave us this week, her new song called Peace. Alison's just smashing in the States. She's been living in Los Angeles for a while, and she's hit the front cover of Billboard magazine, which for an Australian artist is big, big news. And she also just recently announced her own headlining show at Red Rocks, which is a hugely iconic venue in the States and a massive venue as well. And she sold that out in 5 minutes flat. So it's good times for Alice in Wonderland. We'll cross and have a chat to her and catch up and also play her new single in a moment.
The stuff that matters to you whenever you want it.
The Queensland government's been catching and killing sharks near the Great Barrier Reef.
I hear this Beach Boys song the same way again, thanks to us. At number 2, the murderous clones in Us Have a Name. Yeah, they do. They're called The Tethered. What are you people? It's us. Number 1 in Phil's 5 Things You May Not Know About Us. In the scene where loving mum Adelaide is confronted by her gold scissors-wielding doppelganger Red, whoa, now there's a sentence worth saying. Lupita Nyong'o gives the 2 best performances in horror movie history.
They look exactly like us. They think like us. They know where we are. We need to move and keep moving. They won't stop until they kill us. And we kill them.
And after that, we need this, the number 1 song from this week in 1975, Skyhooks on My Generation. It's only horror movie.
Aquarium Man 129. 89. That was the year.
See you right there on my TV. See you right there on my TV. Shining me right out of my brain. Shining me right out of my brain. Watch out. See you right there on my TV. See you right there on my TV. See you right there on my TV. Shining me right out of my brain. Shining me right out of my brain. It's about to get your hand, get your under your skin. You got all the chin, oh yeah. It's about to
My Generation with Ugly Phil.
Got the heat turned on and the windows down. She's hell on wheels, telling everyone how good it feels. My baby, she won't knocking on my door. She wants to roll the rug up and get down on the floor. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, ride. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, ride. Still with her knees, she's got both hands free. Use your cruise control, you know. Reaching over, she likes to tease. She said, ride. Rev it up, little boy, ride. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, ride. Just your body, don't you hitchhike. When you ride with me, little boy, take it any way you like. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, ride. Rev it up, little boy, and ride. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, and ride. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, and ride. Sweet little swan, screwing up my nerves. Starts flying across the sea, up to make the funk and every curve. Just use your body, she says, don't hitchhike. When you ride with me, little boy, take it any way you like. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, ride. She said, let's ride. Rev it up, little boy, ride. Says ride. Rev it up, little boy, ride. She said ride.
Love the twangy guitar at the beginning of that. Ding, dang, 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 dang. And it's easy for me time to do that. Dang, dang, when you've warmed up. Don't try doing that if you haven't warmed up. You'll hurt yourself. First time entry at 16 this week in 1988 for the solo singing talking head, Jerry Harrison, with his side project, The Casual Gods. Rev it up on My Generation with me, Ugly Phil. Ross and Eric from Mondo Rock rejoin us shortly to talk about their upcoming national tour of the big theatres and the smaller ones as well.
This image in my mind of like people in Traralgon having a really weird kind of perception of bands that come there at the start of their new album tours and kept messing up their songs.
My Generation with Ugly Phil.
Canberra, you've spoken, and Kristen and Nige have listened.
People, they did stuff with Halsey and G-Eazy and Machine Gun Kelly, and I wasn't really looking at that though. We just kind of really got on, and Actually, I don't know if I can say. Actually, screw it. I'll say it. One of the guys in the Futuristics. Oh wait, no, I can't say it.
Don't do that to us. He's what? He's from Mars. What? We're just going to have a ... after that.
I'm so sorry. Well, basically, I can't. I found out that his grandfather was someone who I'm a complete fan of, and I kind of freaked out a little bit. It's awesome.
Oh, wow. Hang on, was it Alex or Joe?
It was. I can't do it.
Okay.
But basically, we had a competition where we both collect vintage T-shirts, and I would come in trying to like one up him on my vintage T-shirt collection, and he came in one day with his grandpa on a T-shirt, which is like a really rare vintage T-shirt, and he basically won that argument.
Oh wow!
So,
and you knew who the grandpa was?
Very much so, yeah.
This is just setting off so many questions in my head, but you're not going to tell us. So listen, maybe we'll just sort of reflect on that and try to think of who the hell it could be. But let's hear this brand new... Anyway, back to the song. Listen, we'll talk more to you in just a moment. Alice in Wonderland is with us. Let's hear it. This is her brand new single, and it's called Peace. So there it is, the brand new single from this week for Alice in Wonderland. It's called Peace, and Alison is still with us online from her home in Los Angeles. So once again, it's another really strong song from you. With that one, once again, I mean, you've been opening up a lot on your material and talking about, past relationships and what you've kind of been through. With this one, it once again is kind of going down that road. Is this all based around sort of one relationship? And is it very much real experience for you?
Yeah. So I basically kind of finally decided to shut everything off in terms of that thing, in terms of every memory I had, and I had to kind of clean my house out and just get rid of a lot of things. And when you're in love with someone like that for so long, that, you know, feelings linger for a long time. And I actually wrote this song because I still feel very hopelessly saddened about losing that person from my life, even though it wasn't it was very toxic. So, and I wasn't ever given closure on that relationship. So I wanted to write something where the pre-chorus and the hook was super, super hopeful, because it was me trying to predict my future and trying to put it out into the universe that I will find peace. Because right now I'm really not feeling that peaceful in my head about it all. So it was kind of like, one day I'll burn all your letters, and, you know, I'll find the strength to do that, and I'll find peace, and, you know, I'll be able to move on. And basically, like, this song is about me eventually trying to find that peace, and realizing kind of that I can't get that peace from anyone but myself. So that's part of writing this song was to get that, to be honest.
Yes, but it's still part of the journey.
Yeah. There's one lyric in, like, this song that I feel really kind of sums up where I'm at, which was the second line, and it's tried to fix you, broke myself instead. And I'm literally still picking up those pieces. And so I guess that is a really, I should have said that at the start, but yeah, that's really, like, how I feel right now.
Yeah, okay. Alice in Wonderland is with us on Triple J. Let's look ahead. Let's look ahead at what you've got
Let's look ahead.
Yep, this year is looking like a really great year for Alice in Wonderland. It's pretty much kicked off this week, I guess, with that Billboard chart. Billboard put out a chart each year looking at the top 100 artists on the dance music scene. And have you made the list before?
I have, but I think this year I was, like, the top female artist in the scene on Billboard now.
My psychic. My fire is 38. My death is 38. Psychic is 83. I just noticed that, and then I looked at this, and dead equals 14. The number of days between the two dates. The number of days between the two Manic Mondays. The 8th of April and the 22nd of April. It's 9 days after the 13th. I also said Black Saturday the 6th. It's not on here, because that was yesterday. 6, the devil's number. 22. The 22nd. Black is the ace of spades. Black is 29. And the word ace equals 9. Samuel's 9. The boy from West Java. See, I reckon it's true. You know what's done it for me tonight? Was two things. There was the song by Florence and the Machine. What's true? What's true, you're saying? What's true? I think it's about the volcano, Papandayan, in West Java, Indonesia. I think it's going to blow on the 22nd of April. What did it was the combination. It was Florence and the Machine, Shake It Out. That's where the time is 11:58 on the watch. And then Kurt Cobain, reported by Norris, Geyser Basin. That's where the Steamboat Geyser is. So an eruption of Steamboat Geyser at 11:58. That's what I've been saying for a while. Like, it's one of the things I've had it in my head. Nothing has happened at exactly that time. Close, but not right on. N for Norris. 14 is N. Dead equals 14. Okay, man, this is something going on here. I think they need to evacuate that mountain. I do. And I think there is going to be another cyclone. And somehow Jake and Nathan have equipped me. It's like they're DJing again tonight. They've done this before. Oh yeah, how did I start recording again? I realized I had my laptop with me. And so I was able to just dump everything off the card onto my laptop. And I even had my, so yeah, I've got my laptop. Camera doesn't want to focus, but I've got my laptop, yeah, and I've even got my hard drive. So that's what I did. And then I could start recording again, because I don't have a flat battery, I just ran out of space. And you didn't miss much. There was something from Stranger Things. And they mentioned an 8-year-old. Well, tomorrow's the 8th. I haven't seen Stranger Things. I've got to watch it. They mentioned an 8-year-old who acts in it. Well, tomorrow's the 8th. The first sign of the triplet signs. Will that be the Steamboat Geezer sign? What I can do is I can upload at least the first video from tonight. I can start that upload tonight. And the rest kind of follow on like a stream. There's no pauses in recording except for one, where I changed batteries, and that was during Lenny Kravitz. I couldn't pick up the plane again.
Live at 18 this week in 1992, and it doesn't get any better than this. Eddie's opening up for a solo show with The Who at Wembley Stadium on July 6th. Fantastic. Eddie's solo stuff's brilliant. It's My Generation of Ugly Phil. Australian music legends Ross Wilson and Eric McCasker have been our special guests on the show this week, and we're so much richer for the experience. I'm sure you'll agree. Mondo Rock are about to hit the road on their Hits Baby Hits National Theatre Tour. I think you told me an interesting story about when you first started playing as well, that you played some shed somewhere in the middle middle of, I don't know, Albury or something like that?
We always used to start every tour at this big weird old place.
That was it. That was it.
The Astrodome. The Astrodome in Traralgon.
Traralgon, that was it. Exactly.
Everyone started their tours there, and you'd always be playing a few songs off your new album, testing them out and getting them wrong a bit because you hadn't played them live before.
Yeah.
And so, like, I always had this image in my mind of like people in Traralgon having a really weird kind of perception of bands that come there at the start of their new album tours and kept messing up their songs, you know.
Yeah.
And it was a terrible sounding place too. It was like, you know, it was a giant old Nissan hut. A Nissan hut, one of those kind of like a half tube, you know. Yeah. And it just had this terrible reverberation.
Well, what a far cry from the theatre shows that you're doing now. Which, which was a long way of me getting to where I was going to go.
Yeah, okay. That's good. Our theatre shows, that's right, at the Palms. We're going to be playing the Fabulous Palms in Melbourne and the Enmore. Enmore and Anita's in Wollongong. The lovely Tivoli in Brisbane and the Governor.
love that but you kind of a conversation like that, because it'll sound ridiculous. Cool World from Mondo Rock. If you want to catch them on their Hits Baby Hits tour, check out the details on the My Generation Facebook page. It's a lovely page, and we've got lovely photos on there as well. Insides into the inside of the show. Anyway, that's the end of it. We'll see you next week for more of Rock's greatest hits on My Generation of Ugly Phil. Bye.
My Generation with Ugly Phil.
Music that makes you feel good while you work. Music that makes you feel like a winner.
I believe you played this song earlier today.
Who's this?
My name's Leslie.
Leslie.
You got $10,000! $10,000! Woo!
Leslie, she was a hurricane last year in the Atlantic. She lasted for ages. And when she was finally done, she went to Spain, Portugal, Spain. Almost made landfall there as a hurricane. Almost. Not quite, but almost. Almost. Leslie.
All of our yesterdays are gone now. All of our yesterdays are gone. That don't mean your dream is over. That don't make your heart slower. Such a shame to complain. All of our yesterdays are gone away. Holding on, an image of a memory, another song.
Image of a memory. Image of a memory. What do you do when there's no memory? Something happens to you, but you have no memory of what happened. And it's something really massive. Well, I know what happens. It totally screws with your head. Like you would not believe. I used to drive, I'm okay now, like tonight. But I used to drive around like I was searching for something and I didn't know what I was searching for. I think that happens to a lot of people. Maybe the reasons are different. Different reasons for different people.
Yesterday's gone.
Enjoy India's finest cuisine at Blue Ginger and bring it. And major sponsors of Camp Quality.
The sounds of 2019 with Richard Kingsmill on Triple J.
Thunderstruck by AC/DC. I can't have that on there because it will just... AC/DC causes a global... You can't have the video on YouTube. And I'm going to be putting this on YouTube, so... I could have Akadaka going in the background. No, I can't. Because then it will, you know, cause the thing. It'll cause the thing. The copyright thing. Boy 23. Nathan would be 23. Nathan's life path number is 32, which is 23 back to front. He was born on the 24th. So, 3 plus 2 is 5. That's Nathan's life path number, 5. Life path number 5, you get it from 32 because 24th of the 11th, 1995 adds up to 32. 24th. See what's happening there? Amazing, man. 0609. Turn 6 on its head, you get 9. What's in the middle? 55. Satan, 55. Who's Satan? Demonized bad boy of religion. That's who Satan is. Demonized bad boy. Fire, 38. Black Saturday, 138. Black Saturday. Victim, 76. My year of birth. He is, 41 is the value of he is. H-E-I-S adds up to 41. Age equals 13. Nathan was 13. He died in the Black Saturday bushfires. He would be 23 now if he was still alive. 32, life path number 32. Black as the ace of spades. Black as the ace of spades. That boy is as black as the ace of spades. Nathan's the one writing the story with Jake. Wallace, black as the ace of spades. Why? Because he's a demon. Demonized boy. Demonized? Demon. He is naughty. Very naughty. He's a very naughty boy. But he's not all bad. Earlier tonight, Florence and the Machine came on, and it was the song that has the time at the start on the watch. 11:58 on the watch. Steam. Nathan equals 58. I started to say this earlier and then I stopped. Probably because some song came on. 16, the age of the mirror boy. P equals 16. P, 16. I must have been in neutral earlier when it was N. That's what N is for. How weird. That was not deliberate. Is it still Akadaka?
106.3.
Running like a dog, fighting like a too much, and you just can't stand it, baby. Even when I fall, you don't seem to give two cause you're just too cool, baby. I know you think it's me, cause I want it all. For me, I feel like the ship's going down tonight, but it's always darkest before
that bass sound, man, that's some awesome bass sounds. Maddie texted in and just said, seriously, I love this new song from Thornhill, and also on the app, 100% love from people listening and tuning in on the app. I'll get back to the app in just a moment, but Thornhill, the Melbourne five-piece, a couple of years ago won an Unearthed competition to support architects, and they're back this week with that new single called Coven. And you heard Mid-City, another Melbourne lot before that, with the title track of their debut EP called Die Waiting. That one on the app got a 50-50 response. A little bit love and hate for that song from Mid-City. But anyway, with the app as well, if you actually listen to 2019 on a Sunday evening and you're listening via the Triple J app, not only can you save your favourite songs to either your Apple or your Spotify playlists, but also you can see the ratings, the little emojis there for feedback, and you It was something which I just put to bed, but I've kind of, with the emojis coming back into play now, I've kind of resurrected Hit or Shit. So you'll see those two emojis for whether you really like a track or whether you really dislike a track. And then you'll see a couple of in-between emojis, which is basically the shrugging of shoulders for both guys and girls. So pick whichever emoji suits for any song that you hear on a Sunday night, and I can see all the feedback coming through. So as I said, 100% love for Thornhill. It was a bit 50-50 for Mid-City. So once again, if you want to interact with the show and let me know what you're digging at any point, that's a couple of ways to do it, via the text line and also the app. Richard Kingshaw with you on 2019. We're going to get to another track, the third and final track from the Khalid record in a moment. But right now, here's a New South Wales duo, a sister duo, who came from Maitland originally but are now based in Sydney, and this is their new song. They're called Kinder on Triple J.
Got nothing left to say. I'm gonna balance you until I get my way. I won't dance, you won't play. I'm just gonna love you, but you wanna wear my ring.
I'm at the haunted house. It's the most famous thing. About Mikalago, everyone knows about the haunted house. Well, that's where I am. 543. 16 degrees. P, 16. The P plater. A 16-year-old mirror boy. Born on the 6th. And what equals 55? Satan. Satan equals 55. And devil equals 52. The devil, Satan. And the mirror boy, born on the 6th, who's age 16. The one who reflects. The one who reflects. I hope you've been reflecting on your actions. As Felix used to say. Felix. Felix. The name Felix has a value of 56. Whip equals 56. Wallace is a bit of a